Happy Tuesday, and happy Women International Day. I am so thankful and grateful that you're tuning in once again to my channel. My name is Camilla Helbeck. I'm the host on this live series right now. The series here is called. I named it "Moving with Grace" because I go live and share how I move house. It's not just a move; it's a move for the love of a child. If you have any questions or have anything to share when we are live together, send me a DM or send me a comment. That's the only way I know that you are send me wife high five or whatever. That's the only way I know that you're here. If what I share with you resonates with you, if you have any questions, also send me a DM when you listen to the replay. When I look in that direction, welcome to you all on Instagram, on in that direction. We're now connected on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. All right, this is going to be a really interesting conversation today. I knew last week that was going live every day to talk about my move, but life is for me. Life is always dynamic. You don't know what's showing up. But so sometimes when I share, it's actually very hot what I share. Um, and I had one topic I wanted to share with you because I'm all going live now to demonstrate and show how I reclaim control of my life and how I left being abused verbally to actually taking back control. And story tomorrow is really, really powerful for those of you who have children. So tune in tomorrow. All right, but this conversation or this topic today is as powerful as well. All right, we are going back to Christmas. Where my daughter she asked for money for a new bed. All right, the dad he apparently bought a bed. She wanted to go out and buy the bed herself, and also some pillows, and she wanted some money because she was not ready yet to see her dad in her house, in my house, in our home. All right. So that was the outset. That was December last year, the 24th of December. Then I sent him a note the other evening because we're moving in a few days. We're moving on this Friday. Saying, all right, we're ready for the bed. We're ready for the bed. Do you want to wire the money? Transfer the money to me because then I can buy the bed. And then we have off. She's up. Our daughter is up to a really good start in our new home. And, and just imagine what he said. He said, "But I bought it already." That was in his email. I was like, "Okay, but we actually the wish list said money," and from there, actually, the verbal abuse took off. It was very interesting, and I tried it in the beginning. I was really like in the coaching, but like I really appreciating. I do appreciate that I bought it, and suddenly he also said that the gift was from his two sons. So my daughter's half brothers. All right, we didn't know that, and he put in writing, "I want our daughter XXS to express very verbally herself that this present is from her brothers as well, or for these two guys." All right, that's how it comes. She's 7, right? But he really wanted to take control. He wanted to control how she was going to show up. And it just continued. And I realized very quickly that I was no longer available for negative conversations. There was a bed for my daughter, for our daughter, and suddenly he used, and that's what happens when have been with a verbal abuser. They use what you tell them, they remember it, and they fire it back to you, and they use that as an abuse, telling you how bad you are. And so he started telling me how bad I am as a mom. I'm gonna about to tell you the bed in a minute. Oh, how could I dare to be like so rude and cruel to our daughter? And it's like he just continued and continued. But here's want to share with you. One time abuse, verbal abuser, I would say always a verbal abuser, unless you really want to work on yourself and you really want to heal whatever is blocking you from really tapping into being grateful and finding a solution. I can tell that, or what I know to be true, my partner, my ex-partner, who is a really strong verbal communicator, and he has not only abused me but also other people. He's so strong, and he finds his strength in pulling down people. All right, but here's what I know to be true is that unless that person is ready to see that actually how you show up, it doesn't serve any one of you. Unless he does that, that psychological abuse will continue even after you have left the relationship. And you will have to, you get to work around that and learn how to navigate in that space with success, especially when you have children with that person. And so I have a daughter with that person. So even though I'm out of that relationship, I still get the opportunity to navigate in this space with grace. And that's why I go live today with saying that is actually so. And feel my body reacting right now. I navigate psychological abuse with space because I observe it and I step back. I step back with grace, and I even reported that to my lawyer. I said, my attorney, I'm no longer available for that. And that was my dear coach Rita Hausken. She said, well, ask a better question, or say you're no longer available. And that's what I'm teaching my clients. I am no longer available for psychological abuse. I observe it. Yes, I observe it, but I'm no longer accepting it. I'm no longer receiving that abuse. And I just leave. I consciously decide and choose to leave the conversation. And it's very, very powerful to observe how you have transformed, like myself in this situation, how I have become a better version of myself. Because I can tell you that hadn't I worked on myself and continuously keep working on myself, I would have called my parents. I would have been very angry. That aggressiveness would have affected my daughter this morning. But you know what? It didn't. And it didn't affect how I love today, how grateful I am for what I do. And even so, how grateful for I am to be launching my group coaching program next Sunday, because I'm not the only one on this planet who's received or been a victim of psychological abuse. There are so many out there, and I also know some, and I don't not gonna drop names today, but I know a few people out there who came back to me this week and said, Camilla, I'm falling back. And these person without, I think they're now not noticing it, but they are actually accepting the victim role. And here you have to leave that victim role. You have to take control. You want to take control of your life. And it is possible. Look at me. It is possible. And that's what I say. Psychological abuse happens, and it probably will happen many years ahead, many years in the future for us. But I decided not to be available for that. And that's going to be really interesting to report and share with you how he then shows up. Does he continue with this verbal abuse because he's no longer get his will, or what? And just to end this conversation on this bed, right? Okay, here and the people in my inner circle said, Camilla, the only way he is like that is to hurt you. All right. So he does that. He tries to hurt me, but who he hurts the most is our daughter, because he said, I'm not, so we're moving in a couple of days. Put this bed in the stuff, put that downstairs, right? We can pick it up. That's where they put the wine, whatever, right? Okay, it's not that difficult. And you know what? He lives just 100 meters from us. And the moving truck comes. So I said, come here at 9. No, he doesn't want to come here now because he want to see his daughter. But here is what I want to share with you as well. And you probably know that if you followed me for a while. He has this court, I can't remember now, the court verdict, the court saying, you're not allowed to see your daughter right now. But he still forces, he wants to see her daughter. And because he doesn't accept what is, he says, he's just not going to have he's just not going to have the bed. If I'm not gonna, he doesn't put that in. But what he doesn't say, what we can read is that if I can't just put the bed in the house, you're not going to get the bed. But who is actually a victim here? It's our daughter. But an abuser doesn't see that. An abuser doesn't see that. He wants his will. He's not up for solutions. He doesn't respect the court ruling. That is so for sure. He doesn't respect the court ruling. So here's just before closing. Here's what I ask you to consider. If what I share speaks to you, resonates with you, is you can kind of see yourself in my situations. You've been there, but you haven't. Maybe you're there, but you haven't decided or made up your mind that it's time to live your life in a different way on your terms and really live your life with full of happiness, or you have left that abusive relationship, but you haven't healed because you haven't invested in yourself. Here's an opportunity I don't think you should miss out. Join my group coaching program, the Elite Group Coaching Program that starts next Sunday, the 20th of March. I promise you, this is and this will be life transforming. And I say I'm the best example. I'm not pulling out showcasing my clients on this, but just look at me, and you can read everything about my story on LinkedIn and also on Instagram. I healed so fast, and that is because I have the right tools, I have the right methods, and what it comes down to, it's your mindset. So if you're up for a change, if you're really, really ready to get out of your comfort zone, to get a new perspective, a new reality on your life, on your divorce, and on your ex, and if you want to get more happiness in life, you don't want to miss my Elite Group Coaching Program that starts next Sunday. It's an application process only because I only have 10 seats. I only have 10 seats. And the reason for that, I kept that in because going through a divorce is one of the highest stress that we can experience in life. And you need comfort. You need support. You need help. And that's what the community I'm building and I'm creating and I'm inviting you to join. That's why it is an application process, because I want people in who are ready to change. You're really, really ready to step out of your comfort zone. You're ready to shed your limiting beliefs. You're ready to let go of the belief system that you had for so many years. You're ready to embrace life from a completely different perspective. So if you are there where you really want to learn and grow, then this program is for you. And the program is not for you if you think, I'm fine, Camilla, I'm absolutely fine. I do not know, I don't need any of your tools. It's just bullshit. I know exactly. And if that's where you are, that's fine. Because there's room for everyone here, right? But if that's where you are, if you don't dare to go out of your comfort zone, if you don't want to learn about energy, you don't want to learn about law of attraction, and how you show up about life values, then that group coaching program is not for you, and that's fine. And that's the reason why it's an application for process, because I want those high performance and high achievers on the group, because not only will you have supreme access to me, but you will also support the other women and men on the in our community. So it's about getting the right people on board who actually want to receive support and get support, but also to support others. And we can only best support others when we actually want to get out of our comfort zone and lean forward. So just remember that. Send me a DM. The website, we're working so hard on the enrollment website, but send me a DM if you want to hear more about that, and let's jump on a call to see if this program is the right fit for you. So that is my chapter, my episode for the moving with grace, because I do move with grace. Tomorrow, I'm gonna include you, invite you into my inner world. Tomorrow, I'm gonna talk about some of our emergency strategies we had in this house, strategies that I got from a psychologist, a very nice and sweet psychologist, but it just didn't work for us. And so I changed the strategy, and I took charge and took control. And that was one reason why my daughter healed so much faster, and why she found inner peace so much faster. This is not to say that she is so comfortable in meeting him, because she isn't, but she is so much in inner balance. And when you have inner balance, you just dare to be more happy. You dare, and you look forward, and you look at the bright side of things rather than on the negative side of things, and find she doesn't no longer really finds the mistakes and what ifs, but she's actually just leaning in. I'm going to share that with you tomorrow. So if you have children and they're really afraid of your parent or the other parent, then that episode is for you. It's not to be missed. Listen to the replay if you're not able to join me live. With this, enjoy the beautiful Tuesday. Once again, it's sunshine here in Copenhagen area, and I'm so thankful for you showing up. So thankful for the feedback that I've received, and I'm so thankful that what I share and broadcast help transform lives, because that is my mantra. I learned it the hard way. I'm here to help you speed forward so you get the best life possible. And it is possible. Happiness is real, and it's just waiting for you as well. So with this, I'm just going to put my coffee cup here with all the moving boxes. Enjoy the day, and be in touch tomorrow. Bye for now.